we talked to Justin and he was like, "This is iconic. This is for my legacy. Only two other people have done it." Do you feel the same way when they asked you to take part in this one?
100%. That's the word I use. This is a legacy fight.
Legacy fight, and I'm sure in your mind, you go in there, take care of business. You're looking at the October fight for the winner of that. Get yourself back to the top of the mountain.
Yeah, I do believe that this is the number one contender fight for sure.
Is there any interest at all in going to, I think it's at Fight Island, going as a backup for that? Or are you past having to do that as long as you know you have the next one?
Yeah, I'm not flying out there as a backup fighter.
What about Justin as the opponent? We talked to him and he could not have been more respectful. Sometimes it's nice, two fighters like yourselves, very similar, and how you treat the game. Going in there against someone like that, what challenges does he pose years later than the last time you guys fought?
I think we both. First off, it's a mutual respect. I every time he fights, I'm watching. I love watching his style, and you earn a different kind of respect for someone after spending 20 minutes bleeding in an octagon with him. Even though it was 5 years ago, I still remember it, and I'm excited to do it again. But he's grown. He has for sure. To stay in the top five for as long as we have, since that first fight, you have to evolve and get better. And I'm going into this like it's a completely different fight.
How about a fight week and leading up to a fight where it's someone that you don't have to talk trash to? There's the mutual respect. You guys are going in there, and we know you're going to put on a show. Do you embrace something like that? Because I know it's not your thing, talking to other fighters.
It's cool because we have an understanding. We have an unwritten agreement that we know that what we're going to try to do to each other Saturday night. And I think the hardcore fans, maybe the casual fans, understand that too. That we don't have to push each other off the stage and curse at each other at a press conference or be crazy to try to sell the fight because you know what you're getting with this, man.
We talked to Masvidal the other day, and when we talked about him potentially having the chance to put a belt around your waist, he got kind of emotional that he's been with you for a long time, and he's so proud of the man you became, and through faith and fighting. What do you think that moment would be like?
It would be incredible, man. I'm looking forward to it. That's what's going to happen, and I'm going to bring the belt back to American Top Team, and we're going to put it in a trophy case alongside his. Yeah, and it's the same feelings for him too. Watching him come up, 10 years ago, I started training with him, and seeing his rise to stardom that he had, and he's one of the guys who's a pioneer of the sport. Masvidal was fighting in backyards, fighting overseas, fighting when fighting wasn't cool, and to see him make it all the way to the top, and it's incredible. That's what the fighting story is. That if you write a book on the fairy tale fighting from the backyard streets to the bright lights, he did it, and a lot of people don't know him, but he's actually a really good guy, really intelligent, well spoken, hardworking guy.
Justin, like yourself, held the interim title, and he didn't even want to compare, what the division championship or interim championship is compared to the BMF. That it's totally something different, and he separates them in his mind. Do you look at it the same way?
It's uh it's definitely a different title, but it's just another fight. It's another fight with some cool hardware if you win. Another thing to talk about in the history books and a piece of it's legacy. That's what it is. When this is all over and I look back and somebody asks me about the interim title fight or the BMF title fight, those are all just huge accomplishments throughout my career that I'm gonna be proud of, that I am proud of.
Obviously, not looking past Justin at UFC 291 because we know the war that you two gave us the last time. When you look at the title fight, is there an opponent you would rather face? Obviously, you have unfinished business with Charles, but then when you have Islam, that's the Habib protege, or does it not matter to you?
It doesn't matter to me. I've done a really good job over the past few years of compartmentalizing things, and I don't even think about that stuff. I do think that this fight is a number one contender fight, but I'm focused on the BMF belt. First things first. None of those names, none of those opponents are a reality. I have a name and an opponent Saturday night, Justin Gaethje, 25 minutes of hell, most likely, and that's what I focus on.
Last thing, tell the fans if they're already not tuning in. We know whenever you both get in there, it's fight of the night, fight of the year candidate. Why do the fans need to watch on pay-per-view on Saturday?
If you're slightly from the hardcore fans to the casuals to somebody who just heard about the sport, if you have any interest in mixed martial arts, you do not want to miss Saturday night.